Yes, sir. Look, it's your boy Hot, man. Top left-hand corner. Y'all see what it is. Look, for my Sleep Token fans, you may or may, I know you recognize it, but it may have been a minute. Look, I asked, my people said, man, you have to do the trilogy in this order. I'm going back to Sundowning. I'm starting at Sundowning. Now, I did find out, man, I had to do some homework because this is a tough group. One is way out of my wheelhouse, which is the most fun anyway. But I had to go back and do a little bit of homework. Let me get this figured out. All right. I had to go back and do a little bit of homework. So Sundowning is where I'm starting. I do know that they had two EPs, 1 and 2, were the titles of the EPs. I'm gonna get to those too. I'm just starting with the first studio album. So the first studio album was Sundowning. And man, I'm starting out with the lead single. It's the lead track on the album. I don't know if it's the lead single per se, but it's the first song on the album. As soon as I saw the title, I said, man, I got to. So doing a little bit of research, but trying to stay out of the way of listening to the music, what I realized is, and I know, man, I've had so many good people come out in the comments on the YouTube and say, man, look, let us know what you need. So what I've gathered so far is that it's Sleep Token. Obviously, you have Vessel, the lead, but they are in their world. Sleep is like an actual deity. Like sleep is their deity. The name of this song here is "The Night Does Not Belong to God." So I'm anxious to get into this one to see really if what happens is they take me in a direction where I start understanding how that works, right? Like, are they treating sleep like it's a person, or are they treating it like it's a thought? Like, is it all of that? Is it their God? Like, how does that work, right? So I'm doing this first one, man. I may want, as I work through the album, I may start grouping songs. I may do 2, 3, 4 songs at a time just to get a flow. But right out of the gate, first studio album, as far as I know, was Sundowning. This right here is "The Night Does Not Belong to God," man. It's crazy because I searched for the lyric version. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong spot. With them, I feel like I need the lyric version of everything, like until I get my feet underneath me. But look, we're gonna try to put it together. We're gonna try to put it together as we go. And y'all already know what it is, man. Come out into the comments whether I'm right, wrong, and different, whatever, man. Keep your boy lined up. I need to know when I'm right and when I'm wrong, so I can have the best time possible, man. Look, we're not gonna hesitate. Let's jump into it. Let's go. I take it is that their symbol? Okay, yeah. It's just turns on its side right there, right? No, it's different here than it is in the name. Showing you a city night and then the sun going down. Hey, that's so hard. Let me tell you what, thus far, the couple songs that I've done, I've been blown away by how I keep waiting to I keep waiting for stuff that has to grow on me, right? Like they're gonna come out in this weird place where I'm like, ah, man, I'm uncomfortable. It hasn't happened. Like these boys are jamming for real. Like just the vibe in this makes me feel. Oh, you see the gray in the beard. This makes me feel like how when I was coming up and everything was, because I'm from the first generation of hip hop. So we were completely eaten up, but we had those bands. We had rock and roll bands, and I'm talking about some of the greatest rock and roll bands of all times in the 80s and 90s. That it didn't matter who you were or what you were into, what color you were, where you lived. These cats were just badass bands. That's how this feels. That first part, it almost sounds like he's saying, hey, in a world where the sunlight is associated with everything positive, to for us, the world turns into the best place to be when the sun goes down, when the night comes down, right? As the night comes down, matter of fact, what did he use right there? Hang on. The night comes down like heaven. To me, what that says is, in their world, it's a flip flop. Hey, anybody else always talk about the beauty of the sunrise, the sunrise being associated with rebirth, the sunrise being associated with a new beginning. But what he's saying is when the sun goes down like heaven, right? So it's almost a flip flop where our time is when the sun goes down. We are worshiping the night, right? So that's the way it feels, man. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Here we go. The night comes down like heaven. I gotta figure out when they're gonna be in concert.
I know for the last time you will not be mine. So give me the night, the light comes down like heaven. The night comes down like heaven. The night comes down like heaven. The night comes down like
I think it's dope that what happens is you're seeing the nightfall, right? And there was a portion in the video where they flip the city view upside down, because to me that's almost a semblance of the fact that it's like what I said earlier. It's a reverse thought process. Hey, we worship in the night, right? The night is our time, right? But I think it's cool how the music is getting turned up, but what they're showing you is the nightfall. They're showing you the coming of the night. But they're taking the tempo and the feel of the music up with the instrumentation. I mean, I love that. I love it. Here we go. Somebody fill me in on what this symbol means too. Hang on. Man, I could be completely off base here. I could be completely off base, but let me tell you how this felt. And this is a group. I was trying to find the video, and someone had like a minute or 2 minute not even a documentary, almost an explanation type video on the band's relationship with sleep. I got to figure out what that is, so that what happens is I have that in my mind. I can use that as part of the perspective as I'm listening to the lyrics. Also got to make sure, if I got to pull these lyrics up on my phone, man, I'm going to have to be looking and listening at the same time. Y'all just going to have to bear with your boy. Look, somebody send me the lyric versions or something, man. Y'all hook me up. But other than that, I have to start, and it's tough because I want the listening experience to be organic. I'm probably going to have to listen and look at the same time to make sure that I didn't miss anything. The way this felt is this feels like them setting up the thought process that the nighttime is ours, right? Or what happens is we understand that the way the world works is based around the great feeling that you have as the day breaks and the sunrise, and hey, everything positive you hear normally is the sun rays bouncing off my face, or the sun was out, so it was a great day. But we are creatures of the night. That's what I'm trying to say. Look, I only had this number around for so long. This feels like them setting the stage that they are creatures of the night. Man, if I'm wrong, y'all let me know. I promise I'm not going to be offended. I'm trying to be, look, I need to know what I need to know. But this feels like the song where they are introducing that their thought process is that we are creatures of the night, and the night is what we prefer. Man, y'all let your boy know something. Look, if you haven't, I'm right. Look, you see where I started. I started at Sundowning. I'm riding the whole ride. I'm starting at the beginning, running through the end, and then I might double back to 1 and 2. Unless there's some one-off songs in there that y'all think I ought to hear, or if there's any documentaries, any interviews, and from my understanding, because of the type of band they are, kind of a ghost band where they don't do a whole lot of press, they're not gonna do a whole lot of interviews, so those will probably be really special, man. If anybody out there has any of that, man, don't hesitate to shoot it to your boy. Don't hesitate to shoot it to me. I'm trying to see it all, man. Look, let me know what you think. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do that, man. Ride the ride with your boy. Other than that, let me know what you think about this song. When it look, if for my Sleep Token fans that can remember when this first dropped, how did you feel when you first heard this? And tell me where you think Sundowning ranks in their catalog, man. I'd be really interested to know that. Until the next time, y'all already know what it is, man. Holla at your boy.